Hello everyone, welcome to video tutorials on programming ARM-based microcontroller Cortex-M3 LPC1768 board using Keil Microvision 5 IDE tool. So in previous lecture, we had gone through interfacing of 12-bit inbuilt ADC with LPC1768. So in today's video, we shall go through simulation results of square wave generation and triangular wave generation by using 10-bit DAC. First, let me open the Keil Microvision 5 software. Now let us create a new project. For that, click on Project, New Microvision Project. Then let me create new folder. Inside the folder Demo, which is available on desktop. So I will create a new folder. Inside the folder Demo and name it as DAC. Inside this, I will create a project with the name DAC again. Then we need to select the target. So NXP LPC1700 series, then LPC17XX. Next, we should select LPC1768. So here we need to expand CMSIS and select code. And then we need to expand device and select startup. Okay. We can see that project DAC is created. Project DAC inside the folder DAC, which is inside the folder Demo, that is available on desktop. Now let us choose new file for writing our program. Let us start with square wave generation. I have copied the code for square wave generation. Let me paste it over here. You people need to type the code and then save it. So click on save. Let me save my file as square.c. Also confirm that we are saving in right folder, that is inside the folder DAC, which is inside Demo on desktop. Once our file is saved, we need to add that file to our source group. So right click on source group, then add existing file to source group. It will take to folder DAC. Here we have square.c. Double click on that or single click and then click on add. So if we expand source group, we can see square.c is added. Now we need to build the target. So we can see our target is being building and there are 0 errors and 1 warnings. Warnings can be neglected. So now we need to debug our code, but before entering debug mode, we need to select the simulator. For that, right click on target, select debug, tick use simulator and then OK. Now we can enter debug mode. After entering debug mode, go to peripherals and then D2A converter. And if we click on run, we can see analog output being changed continuously. Now we can plot the analog output. For plotting, we need to select logic analyzer. You can expand this. here we need to provide the name of the signal that needs to be plotted. For that, new or install, then provide the name of the signal that has to be plotted. So here it is AOUT, AOUT, all in caps letter, and then AOUT is analog signal, so no need to change this, and we can change the color in which it will be plotted, and then close. So we can see that square wave is generated and plotted. Now to understand the code, which is very simple, let us come out of debug mode. So it is having #include LPC17XX, which is a assembler directive. Then we have parameter voltage with value 1024, and again another parameter FREQ with value 1,20,000. Then we have main function. Inside this we define a variable m of type unsigned integer. Then we have pincon instruction for configuring IO pins of DAC. Then we have while of 1, that is always. Then we have LPC underscore DAC, DACR, that is DAC control register value, which is equal to voltage by 2, that is 1024 by 2, which is nothing but 512, 512. So the binary value of this will be left shifted 6 times. Then we have a for loop for m is equal to freq, that is 1,20,000, and m greater than 1, m minus minus. Then again we have LPC underscore DAC, DACR, that is we are changing DACR value, which is equal to voltage value, that is 1024, will be shifted left for 6 times. Then there is one more for loop for m is equal to freq, m greater than 1, m minus minus. Note that here DACR is updated or changed twice, which corresponds to rising edge and falling edge of the square wave. These for loops control the duty cycle. So in case of square wave, we know that duty cycle is equal to 1, that is on period is equal to off period. So that is why both the for loops are same. One for loop corresponds to on time and another for loop corresponds to off time. So this is the code for square wave generation. Hope you have understood. Next we shall see simulation of triangular wave. So let me take one more new file. Again I have copied the necessary code for triangular wave generation. Let me paste it over here and then save. So I am saving it as triangle.c. So don't forget to confirm that it is stored in this folder DAC, which is inside the folder demo on desktop. So click save. So let me remove the file square.c from the source group and add triangle.c file to the source group. Now build the target. So again we are having 0 errors and 1 warning, which can be neglected. Next, enter the debug mode. So selection of simulator is not required, it is required only once after the creation of new project. Since we had already selected the simulator, there is no need to again select it. So we can directly enter the debug mode. So again we can see here D to A converter and logic analyzer is also already opened. So let me click on run. We can see that the triangle wave is generated and it is plotted in the logic analyzer, right? So let me stop the execution. And we can zoom in to see it clearly. So now we shall understand the code for triangular wave generation. So it is similar to the code of square wave generation. So let us go through. Again we are having the directive LPC17xx.h. Then we are defining a parameter voltage with the value 1024. So why we are using always 1024 means, so this is an 10-bit internal DAC. That is what we are interfacing, right? So we are taking the value as 1024 in case of square wave as well as here. Okay. Then we have main function, inside which we have defined a variable I of type unsigned integer, which is initiated to the value 0. Right? So next we are configuring IO pins of inbuilt DAC by using the instruction LPC_pincom. Then we have while of 1, that is always, and then a for loop for I is equal to 0, I less than voltage I plus plus. That is, the for loop will be executed for 1023 times, 1023 times. Why? Because I is for I less than voltage, that is for I less than 1024, the for loop will be executed, right? Then we are changing the value of DAC, wherein for each value of I during the for loop, it is shifted 6 times, correct? Then again we have one more for loop for I is equal to voltage I greater than 0, I minus minus. So this is inverse of previous for loop. Yes. So here for I is equal to voltage, that is for I is equal to 1024, until I becomes 0, the for loop will be repeated, right? And again we are changing the DAC value for every value of I, which will be shifted 6 times, right? So what we need to note here is that the first loop is corresponding to positive slope of triangular wave that will be generated, okay? And then the second for loop will be for negative slope of the triangular wave that will be generated. So this is how we can generate square wave and triangular wave using 10-bit inbuilt DAC of LPC1768 board. So next we have results and observations, wherein first we have successfully interfaced 10-bit DAC of LPC1768, correct? Then we have observed the simulation results of square wave generation, and finally we have also observed the simulation results of triangular wave generation, correct? So that's it for this video. We shall meet in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.